Good afternoon, everyone. It is Thursday,
Again,
1 o'clock.
just like
again.
it was last Thursday. And it will
And
be
it's
next Thursday.
Opposite Saxes
Yeah, that's
again.
us.
Hope you guys are doing well.
Yep.
We tried to come up with something a little off the beaten path for our discussion today.
And a lot of times our subjects come from something that we've done during the previous week. And we went to the mall and we did a little bit of shopping and we were in one of the department stores and they were having a big linen sale. And you said,
I said I'd like some pillowcases and a set of sheets, but
not just any pillowcases and all, because
well,
you're
it used to be, I have
You're-
criteria. I
yes,
don't know if you do.
That's how you got me.
Well, that's very true. That's very true. But
The bar was rather low at that
no,
time.
it wasn't. That's not true. But I was thinking of what we should have. Because I'm getting to the point where the prices are going up, but the quality isn't always there. And I'm getting aggravated. And I'm sure a lot of you others are getting aggravated as well. I just want something, you like soft. I don't mind if it's a little harsher, but you like the soft, but I like a snug fit. And a lot
When you say soft,
like bamboo, like bamboo has gotten to be very popular.
and we have been through the silk and the satin
Right,
over the years.
Right.
And sometimes that doesn't always hold up, but
you can't
cotton,
you can't
100%.
turn over with silk or satin. It's like you slide into
Right,
whatever you're trying to do.
yeah.
Sorry, it's just
Slide into
it's
bed, you
sexier, but
slide out of bed.
it's just not real practical for us.
But I always thought, I was always under the impression, get 100% cotton sheets and pillowcases and you'll be good to
We
go.
all did. We were all told it would also a higher thread count was better,
Mhm.
but my mother never subscribed to that. It was the cotton, the percale,
So you never went along with that
higher thread.
500, because that's when you look at the packages,
A couple
they'll
of years
say
ago we did. I
200
did.
thread count,
I
then
did.
500 thread count.
But the more I found the higher the thread count, the softer they were, and sometimes, to be honest, they really didn't hold up as well as
that was the issue.
the cotton.
And the price
the
also
percale.
was higher, because the higher the thread count, the higher the cost.
Very costly.
But after you wash them a few times, you find out that A, maybe they shrink, and B, maybe they just didn't hold up.
And we've been using the bamboo lately, and you like it because it's very soft. I do like it.
It's cool in the summertime.
And that's the other thing. You're right. It's hypoallergenic. And I love that. But it just feels like after you wash them and you put them on and they're nice and clean and new, and then the next night they're like wrinkly and they're like big, and I haven't been thrilled. And
well, another thing,
and what is it, like $80-$90 for a set of sheets?
But also isn't there consideration? Most people if they get a set of sheets, it's usually a fitted bottom sheet and then a standard top sheet. If you go that route, but there's different fitted bottom sheets.
Well,
because some are for thicker mattress.
Right.
It depends on the thickness of your mattress, whether you get a regular or a deep pocket or something like that.
But most of them I'm finding are the deep pockets now. That's really about all you can find.
You recently got some that were not, sometimes they have elastic at the corners to go over the mattress, but you found some last time that are elastic all the way around.
Right.
And those seem to be.
Those are good,
better.
Very good. But again, because it's more of a bamboo type, it gets big. When I wash them, I keep thinking maybe they'll shrink a little bit.
Well, that's in the dryer, isn't it?
Bigger instead of shrinking. And and you're supposed to put them on Delicare. Use Delicare and put them on Delicate. And
And
I
try
do,
it
I
on
do,
delicate.
yeah.
Well,
So
what
now
happened
I
if?
started putting them in the regular laundry
Yeah.
and drying them. And one set is getting a little smaller, but it's not a real true bamboo, I'm coming to realize. The others that are bamboo, it doesn't really matter. They just, they still fit loosely after a while. We've tried cotton, we've tried the flannel. When we were up north, I got flannel
Well,
sheets.
yeah.
Those weren't too bad, except in the summer.
Right.
Now they get warm.
Yeah, but in the winter, yeah, the flannel sheets were,
Yeah.
and, please don't have visions of these flannel like your, Land's End flannel shirts and everything. It's
No, it's a lighter
It's
weight.
a lighter weight flannel material, but in colder climates and everything, it really is nice, not only when you get into bed, but during the night.
Well, the cotton and the flannel and the polyester, flannel can be a little pricier, it depends. But the cotton and the polyester, the availability is there and the price is a good price point. However, they don't move with your body temperature. They're not, they don't have that cooling or warming effect. Whereas bamboo, we find in the wintertime, it keeps us warmer, and in the summertime, it cools us down. So that's nice, but,
Yeah.
the other thing is the cotton. Sometimes they'll say Egyptian cotton, which is the best cotton. But I'm finding that sometimes when you open it up and then you kind of read a little more thoroughly on the tag, it's not Egyptian cotton.
It's Egyptian cotton made in Taiwan.
It's just
Or-
not Egyptian, and it's kind of like false advertising a little bit. I have found that to be true. In fact, it was in one of the articles that I read. It's very, very frustrating. I don't know what the answer is. You just keep spending money and you just keep trying. I mean, it's like,
Well,
it's aggravating.
One thing is, do you find that if you find a brand
well, I thought that would be
of
it.
that, but sometimes the brand that used to be made domestically is now made overseas, just like clothing. It
Yes,
can be a store brand that you've already liked, but now it's being made in another factory. And so all of a sudden you say, gee, this doesn't fit quite the way
yeah,
it
because
last time.
it's made elsewhere.
And it's made elsewhere. But I
Yeah.
remember just like when you shop for towels,
Yeah,
there are certain brands in towels that you've always felt like those were the go-to brands.
right.
And you would look for that brand that was maybe on sale someplace.
Well, you can forget that because a lot of the brands that we have come to know and love are
Uh,
fallen by the wayside.
Yeah.
And nothing is really made domestically anymore. So they bring it in. Yes, talking about the higher thread count, that's supposed to be better. But again, as I said before, they can be less durable, they can pill. And that's what I found with some of them. That I really don't like. The tighter weave also causes you to lose that benefit of the heating and the cooling. So,
Less breathable.
yeah, it is. So now they're saying, instead of the thread count, it goes by GSM. Grams per square meter. How's that one? Yeah. That's how they go. And they're also
That's to
saying,
confuse people.
probably, there's something new all the time.
Yeah.
All the
it's supposed to
time.
be the
new thing.
new and improved, thread count is now, 200 GSM or
Well,
whatever.
a decent quality sheet, a GSM would be between 100 and 120 grams.
That's good.
And that's good range for high quality sheets.
So how's that gonna
So-
translate to people that were always going out and buying 500 or 600 thread count Egyptian cotton sheets?
You have
They
to
would say,
look
wait
on
a
the
minute, 100
package.
to 150, that sounds awfully low. It's a low number.
It is. You have to look on the package. They're saying even more than that to look at the certifications. Now, I remember reading a long time ago about CertiPure. C as in cat, ERTI dash, P as in Paul, UR, Sturdy Pure. And that is a certification
of the
that is
quality of
supposed
the
to be
product.
quality, yeah, the higher the quality of
How
the
does that,
product.
how does that
That-
differ from the Good Housekeeping seal?
That's what that's what I would say, but
That's,
you
again,
know,
that's old school.
yeah, yeah. So it's Sturdy Pure or Ecotex
Ecotex,
certification. You're supposed to be looking for your certification of sheets. The cotton now is being made with more chemicals, they're saying. And that will affect your skin and your body.
sure.
So
So are there-
they're kind of, now they're saying cotton's maybe not so good.
So is there something with it, people can go in and say, I'm looking for hypoallergenic sheets? Or something?
That's what I always do. When I'm shopping, I always ask
That
for something that's
doesn't have,
hypoallergenic.
doesn't
Yeah.
have this or
But
that
again,
ingredient.
they're probably gonna be softer. They're gonna be looser. If you don't mind a looser fit on your sheet, that's great. I just happen to like a little tighter fit. I'm kind of still a little bit old school, I think.
Like, you like that military.
Well, don't you? Where you can drop a coin and it just kind of.
You drop a
flip?
quarter and it bounces
Yeah.
back. Yeah, that's the old military. Make sure that those sheets are
Yeah, I like
tight,
that. I
square
like it.
corners
I do.
too.
What can I say?
Yeah.
But you know, everything is so difficult these days. To
Well-
buy a phone, to buy your sheets, to buy anything, a blouse, a shirt.
But don't you
A
think
hat?
that maybe part of that is that all these companies are saying, we can't just continue to make the sheets the same way year after year after year. We have to come up with that new and improved version, or now
Probably.
softer than ever, or now,
Probably.
you know, what, in order to make people who have followed that brand, and maybe like you said, you find that it maybe is not as good as it used to be, now to get you to come back and stay with the brand.
Possibly. I mean,
I-
who's to
I
say? I mean, you know, there's newer is always supposed to be better. I don't subscribe to that.
There's also
I
more
don't
choices
subscribe.
out there too. Just
Yeah.
like,
And that's the other problem.
we talked about mattresses where, you know, you used to have Sealy and Serta and the basic, everybody would
You-
look for those. But now you got purple and you
Right.
got you know, all
Try
the,
and find a mattress.
yeah, you know, and
You would just go into a store, any store, and they'd have the same 3 or 4 companies and you'd buy your mattress.
Yeah.
Now they ship it to your home and you unpack it from a box.
so do you think that it's a logical suggestion that our listeners go online and look for some of the things that you mentioned, some of those certifications
Mhm.
and all, and buy one set, try it.
And try it.
And you're either gonna fall in love with it and then go back online and order another 1 or 2 sets, or you're gonna say, I like it, it washed well, it feels good, and all, or it didn't, now I have to go back to square one and try another brand.
Well, if you're like me, if you're kind of old school, you'll wait. They still have January white sales.
Don't they have
And
them twice a year, January
I
and June or July or something
don't
in the
think
summertime?
so. I think it was only
Still
January, but I
January.
could be wrong.
Yeah.
But that's what I usually wait for. I used to go to some of the discount stores and get my sheets. Oh, you can forget it. They don't have anything now.
But now can't you
But-
go to Amazon and go to Wayfair and go to all these,
Yeah, you can,
you know,
yeah, you can, but and that's fine if you want to go and get them online. A lot of people,
if it's a brand you know.
yeah,
so,
but a lot of
especially-
people, even they will shop anything online. They just don't want to go to the
Yeah,
store.
yeah.
I am still the old school, feel it, see it, touch it. And even when they're in the packages, I can't touch it, but at least I can see who bought it. The only thing is you can't see the reviews. If I buy it on Amazon, I can look at reviews of what people,
Well, yeah, or
know,
you
say
can go
about
to
that
that, or
product.
you can go to that brand and look up
Yeah, I
that
can.
brand and follow
I
it, but
can,
sometimes
but-
the reviews are skewed a little bit
Right.
too.
yeah, that they are.
You know, I mean, rarely, it's rare that you find somebody that gave it 1 star and said, I love it. I love the color. I love the texture and
Right.
everything. But after I washed it 5 times, they fell
Right.
apart.
Well,
Yeah.
again, like everything else, it's just gotten to be a real, excuse the expression, crapshoot.
That's right.
And it's aggravating when you're paying the prices that they are for the sheets. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to sit there and iron my sheets like my mother did every week.
No, that's one of the first requirements. Is one of the
Whoa.
things it must say on the front of the package is no iron.
Well, I don't think anybody irons their
Yeah.
sheets anymore. I can't imagine, maybe,
Well,
maybe.
especially if you have fitted bottom sheets, because you may fold it up and it's all wrinkled in the closet, but when you put it over the mattress and it's got elastic all around it and everything, it should take out all the wrinkles.
Yeah, it should.
It should.
We hope.
It
Again,
doesn't
for what
always.
you pay.
Yeah, I mean, you could take all of the wrinkles out of this show by,
Do we have wrinkles?
oh, do we have wrinkles? But I refuse to iron them.
Ooh,
Anyway, if
ooh.
you're going shopping for any kind of linens, and you might want to review this show again to get some of those
Yeah, don't forget your certifications.
certifications and bits of information. And I still highly recommend bamboo sheets. And I really
You like the bamboo
like
sheets.
that's my go-to. Okay.
All right.
And my other go-to is every Thursday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for opposite sexes. Okay?
Thanks for tuning
Well,
in.
make it a good day.
Bye.